charts updated, and for some reason now my trend spider is not giving me data. But anyway, look at the disclosure. Let's get to it. My name is Scott Redler, Chief Strategic Officer of TPLive.com. Welcome to today's morning call. I know I haven't done a morning call since Thursday. Hopefully everyone did pretty well. Left with some pretty good positions, a little few hedges, and here we are on Tuesday with Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 3 days left in this quarter. So we'll see how this plays out. We had a 3-day pullback, and now we're up 20 handles, so we'll see how much of today's gap holds. So for some reason, my trend spider is not really working, so I'm going to go through some of the charts that I've already posted to Redler All Access that hopefully you looked at already. So first one being the S&P cash. So here's the S&P cash, 520, 52.61 down to 52.16, 3-day pull-in, gapping up a little bit. At this point, I would just trim if you bought some on the dip. We held the 8-day. The 8-day has been the trend, and there's been a lot going on. In this commentary I posted saying I saw that the S&P is up 27% since the October lows, and now the equal weight is up 25%. So everyone who was complaining about the Magnificent Seven, that was the big reason why everything masked, it's not really that strong. A lot of catch-up happened in the financials lately, XLE lately, some bios, some stuff. So, a lot to do if you're active, which is what we are. Let's see if I can go back here now. All right. So here's your chart of here's your weekly chart, just to show the weekly chart. I like to post that for perspective sometimes. So, still riding the trend. Took out 51.89, hit 52.61 so far an inside week. Trend has been real strong. Then you go to what's been a little trickier. To the Qs kind of, and then you look at it like, oh, not so tricky, right? Hit a high of 449. It would have been nicer if it held above that 448. But you know what? From the low to the high, maybe it was too much. Now you have a 3-day pullback, and the Qs this morning are up 2. So at 447 ish. So a little bit above yesterday's high. We'll see if it holds that high. So this is the way Mikey posts these for me. So it's interesting. XBI has been very hard. We had a great play from here to 103, and then this move lower has been hard. Especially especially if you're buying options. But again, risk is premium paid on options. So this morning there was some good data in VKTX. It's up 980. So I'll get to that at 79. It's up 14%. So how this holds is going to be interesting, because other bios, if they sell the news here and sell the good data, chances are the XBI is not going to hold this little 92 area. If it holds up, hey, maybe finally it takes this out and gives you a better leg to stand on here. Then moving into high beta tech. To me, Amazon still is the best pattern. I came in flat yesterday. I bought some stock, and I bought some options for this Thursday in case it wants to finally get some traction above 180, 141. Amazon's already up $1 this morning, so it's helpful right here. So this is 180.90. I always trim a little bit into strength. Right now you're getting some durable goods numbers coming out actually right now. So here's the Alpha team talking about what's happening here. So just, usually Chill is good at knowing what's happening there. So if you go to the spies here, here's VKTX, by the way, it's up at 80. Let's see. So far we were as high as 52.25. Now we're up, still around the same thing. All right, so nothing crazy yet. So let's continue. Then you go back to, other mega cap tech. Google looks pretty good. You could be long versus 147. And then at some point maybe it takes out 152 to 153, or some are even long versus the gap, 146. This is all in the commentary, by the way. You got to make sure you always read the commentary in the charts. Apple, there's really not much to do here. 168.49, 169. You have a small little low, higher low, higher low based on that, but it has just not been the place to be. So I'm not focusing there whatsoever. But this is, last time we had a decent trade here, all of a sudden this happened. So it's a lot of energy there for no reason. What else? Let's see. What else did he post? Meta, not looking horrible. It also a little 3-day pullback. From day to day, Meta's tough, but all in all, it's it's still trending. And in the game, it's up 505. Probably not much to do into this gap up. Probably the SPYs are still holding here. Um, can it get above 507? Then you have 515, 523. We'll see. I haven't been playing meta much lately. Um, Tesla's up this morning. Some people are like, Red Dog, Tesla's up, it's back. We've seen this before. So but at this point, though, I'm not really engaging it. I guess see if it holds above 170. A lot of people are saying it's up because there's a mandatory video to go over the FSD technology. So maybe something, Tesla's a little bit of a technology company versus just a car company with a high valuation. Then you have Musk, obviously, who's very vocal at this point. What's Tesla doing this morning? Before it was up 5, still up 5, 177. Just be careful trying to buy any strength there. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to watch it. Then moving into one-off land. Where is here? Oh, this isn't one-off land. This is semiconductor land. I've been very active here. Right now Nvidia's up another 9. To me, I'm not sure when it's going to be. If it's going to be this week before the end of the quarter, or it's going to be when new flows come in next quarter. At some point, it feels like this Nvidia is going to take out 967, 974. But obviously, you got to be careful and comfortable. If you just say you had 500 shares in Nvidia overnight, you sell 200 to book, some money, and then you manage if we pull in buying it back, or if it continues, hanging with it. If you have 200 shares, sell 100. Like it's all relative. And then at some point, if it takes out 967, 974, the door, is open for whatever it wants to do. Probably 1,000. I have also, a call spread on for this weekend, this Thursday, but we'll see. If we were to pull in and not be ready yet, I might go out one more week just to keep that trade moving. AMD, a lot of people were worried that the Chinese government said they weren't going to use their chips, and then all of a sudden AMD went from red to green. I didn't play it, but it was good and healthy to see that people didn't get trapped there. What's AMD doing this morning? It's up $2, 180-ish. 180.60 has room to 183. I'm probably not going to trade it. SMCI, what a move. You could have bought SMCI with the big boys. What do I mean? Well, they priced 2 million shares at 875, went to 855. I know I sold puts that day. I probably could have done better, but it's a crazy stock, and now SMCI is up another 40. So make sure to trim some if you have some, and if you're going to short it, just be careful. It's not an easy stock to short, or be long. The spreads are so wide. MU's a little different. I think MU gave you a nice post-earnings move. I've gone over this strategy a lot of times where, it gapped up. If you got stopped out at 108.78, it's fine because it hit 107.04 and then reclaim that, so you're able to buy it back if you wanted to, or do nothing and then wait till it cleared 113.50, which is the post-earnings high. That's the strategy, and you could have made some good cash flow. Anyway, see what happens there. It's not much of a setup now. Here's a VKTX. It's above 74. It's below 99. It's around 80-ish. Let's see where it is right now. SPYs are coming in a little bit. VKTX is up 8 and change. So see how much of this gap holds for bio sentiment, because most strength has been sold in bios, unfortunately, for momentum wise. Bitcoin isn't up yet, but we did a pretty good job buying the IBIT on Thursday, Friday. I sold most. Big move yesterday. BITO, we've been buying some options the whole way down, if you remember, into that move, and I trimmed a little bit yesterday. I'm going to hold the rest. Gold, a little tricky, but all of a sudden now gold's up $2. So I'm going to create a spread here on my gold calls. I have 2 sets. One I thought was going to be worthless for this Thursday that might have some money in it, and then I'm going to keep the other one. 203.92 is a key spot. So it's right, it's a little bit below that. So see how much of this gap up holds. Silver has been a little tricky. Just, looked really good, and then it just faltered. So metals are tough. That's why I'm not always playing them. I'm using options, or it has to be perfect for me to play them. Reddit, big move. I didn't play it. I wasn't here, but I went over it actually in the afternoon. Reddit took out the 57.88 IPO high yesterday. So if you were trading it, that's the art of the first day, continuation pattern, and got above it and, Now Reddit's up $8. You know, nice move. So if you're in it from yesterday, trim some. 13% is great. Things to do. You know, we don't look for tops, we look for setups, and this was one of them. That's really it. It's 8:36. I'm back. You know, we'll see how things play out from here into the end of the quarter. You know, I'm trying to manage it properly and, you know, close near the highs so I can get a paycheck for the quarter as well. I go quarterly, not monthly. Anyway, I'm going to post a few more charts, update my trend spider, and then, you know, make sure you read the note, read the charts, and, you know, it's good to run through the charts this way a few times too. I think it's important for you guys to understand the language behind the charts also. Good luck to you guys.